It's the White Stars. It's Trace.
What's going on, guys? It's Eric from Waterwave TV. I'm here with another episode of the Waterwave Couch. I'm here with...
I am Jake from The Wisemen Show.
Joey Fabiano.
From The Wiseman Show. If you have not checked out The Wiseman Show, make sure you go subscribe to their channel right now. Pause this video, open up a new tab, type in YouTube, Wiseman Show, go subscribe.
And nobody's going to do that shit.
They might. There might be a couple.
They won't.
Starting off negative. Great job.
I don't want them to leave your platform anyway. Stay here.
Okay.
Do that
Finish
shit
the
after.
video
Do that
first.
shit after.
Finish the video first. But before we start, we're going to, we do have the best water in the world in front of us called Northern Chill, and they're going to taste test it for the first time.
Right here. I'm going to do it right now. Hold on.
I already tried it.
You already tried it.
Was
It's
it
delicious.
Was it top notch?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get that.
Oh, wait. I'm not.
I'm
not the interviewer.
Ask me as many questions as you want because I want this to be as smooth as possible.
How did you line that up with the
northern?
Where did that even come from?
What do you think? Let's see what his opinion is first.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a waterhead, too.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the best you've ever had,
Matches
right?
your outfit, too.
That shit is good.
It's the
It
best.
is good.
So how we got Northern Chill? They, I seen some people posting about them already, like from Minnesota, like some people that worked out and whatnot. One of my homies was friends with them, and he just sent them to me, and I DM'd them. I was just like, hey, we're looking for a water sponsor because that's something I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're really small, like they're a really new company still, and they're local, so it was like
That's
a
cool,
perfect.
like,
So they just
supporting.
they give us some waters and a discount code and.
Right.
Get to give them to our guests and bring them to events and stuff like that. So.
We might have to start ordering that in bulk because he's always bringing waters out and stuff.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. But if you don't know what Northern Chill is a premium and natural alkaline mineral spring water born from a glacier-created aquifer in Polar, Wisconsin. It has a bunch of minerals in it. Read them all off right now. Calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, and potassium. 7.8 pH level. You can get on Amazon. Use code 25NCWWTV for 25% off and free shipping.
25% up. That's actually really dope.
It's nice.
Yep.
And free shipping.
And for water quality information, call 715-602-6317.
There you go.
Yeah, this is good, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's good. Actually, I'm not just gassing because
Yeah,
I'm on the
I like
Waterway
it a lot.
podcast. It's good.
So we'll get right into this. I figure we should start from the beginning.
Let's do it.
Learn you guys a story a little bit. Where are you guys from?
Can't tell you. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought he was going to say
Or
Kansas.
maybe what high school?
Canada.
What high school did you guys go to? I guess maybe it's kind of cool.
I went to Irondale.
Okay.
And since I'm all about living my truth so nobody can use it against me later in life, I'm actually a high school dropout. I quit to work.
Okay.
I lived with just my mom, and I'm gonna be honest, I was doing some fuck shit, but I was also working a full-time job, so I dropped out to make money. Money was more important. It made more sense to me. So yeah. Irondale was so trash.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever heard a good story from Irondale.
Yeah, it's not good, bro. It's not good. Hopefully it's better now.
How about you?
So I grew up St. Paul, went to school, Chisago, Anoka, a few other spots too. I kind of bounced around.
Mm-hmm.
I never could sit still. I always got in trouble, ran around.
Okay.
Bounced a lot of schools, but everything North Metro. I'm kind of connected in all kinds of places. I spent a lot of time in Minneapolis too, North Side and South Side. So
What kind of music were you listening to around that time?
growing up, always hip hop.
Yeah.
And I always had some funk. I always listened to some old school funk too.
Mm-hmm. How about
Yeah, it depends on where when we're talking. By the time I
Yeah.
was in high school, bro, it was hip hop was it. Like I
Yeah.
didn't listen to anything other than, I think Pac, probably mostly Pac.
Mhm.
It's hard to remember though. Like I have to go back to the years because at one point I became a huge Nelly fan. So yeah, but I had some time before that where I was into a lot of classic rock. Again, all about living my truth. I had a country phase, but I was very young and influenced by friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the fuck was going on in my brain at that time because I can't believe for the life of me that I actually enjoyed it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some.
There's a time and place for it. I
Garth
feel like on the boat in the summer, in the middle of the lake, maybe. That's like the only time I've ever heard country, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna ask them to switch
Yeah,
it.
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's a time for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say even then eventually I learned that you can play hip hop on a boat.
Yeah, you can.
You can put subs on a boat.
But it depends who's driving the boat.
Yeah. I mean, I had a buddy, the first time I ever realized it was my buddy Justin. We went up to his cabin and he's like, let's go on the boat. We went on the boat. And this motherfucker had 2 15s on the boat. So we're in the middle of the lake, like
making your own waves on the boat.
bro,
Vibrating the water.
Legitimately, it was crazy, and I didn't realize I had never thought of that as an option. I always thought the water was like a sovereign place where you can't listen to rap, but that's not true at all.
No.
Yeah.
So when did you two meet?
Shit.
It would have been 2009. 2009, my senior year. And I started working in a work program. So you get out of school early at a warehouse. And when I started working there, me and him actually clashed for a while because he was like my assistant manager. And at the end of the day, I was kind of a young, dumb punk, caused a lot of stupid trouble, arrogant. And we started communicating about music. And the big thing was at that time was actually Lil Wayne. And I remember talking about a couple tracks, and he's like, man, that's old. Have you heard this shit? And it was like up to date.
Yeah.
So it was almost like a competition on who heard the first music first and how fast could we get it? How did we enjoy it? What music did you listen to in the day? Da-da-da-da-da. So it just started from music and that first job that I was at.
Okay.
Yeah, I realized that he had an old soul. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I fully judged him just off of how he looked, which is not fair to do to a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing you can do.
You two have an age gap?
Oh yeah.
What's the gap?
I'm 35. It's a big gap.
How old are you?
28.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, a 7-year gap. I mean, it doesn't seem as much when you're 35.
I mean, but when
28,
you're 17 to 24.
Yeah.
In a music scale, it's a huge generation gap.
For sure.
But
yeah,
I also had older brothers born in 83 and 84, which is close to his age.
I was born in
so
84.
that was like what I grew up to, like looking up to.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When I was hearing Pac, when I was hearing Outkast, when I was hearing anything old school, like that shit, like made me feel of the no stress, the good times. Looking up to my brothers, hanging out with my brothers if I had the opportunity to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So those were guys were my role model. So listen to their music, Devin the Dude. I mean, that's the shit that when I went back to it, I loved it even more because I can like imagine. And you know how
the
music
time
is.
period.
Heck
And
yeah,
stuff,
music is
that music.
that one thing that will bring back smells.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And memories. It'll bring back everything.
Everything.
For sure. Yeah, I profiled him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did. I profiled him, and then I found out that he's not who I thought he was at all. And he was, in fact, he's probably more into old school hip hop than I am. Like, to be honest, like he has a hard time adapting to the newer age, and I think part of the difference is I got kids.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a little one now, but I got a 12-year-old. So you kind of start to learn that, like, okay, I see what's like, I get why you like this shit now.
Yeah. Does your 12-year-old ever like tell you who his favorite artists are or anything like that, or play certain rap music?
His kids are like straight up in music.
So my
Just
kids
into
are
music?
My kids are big into what I'm into.
Okay.
My 9-year-old is like a true hip hop head.
Okay.
He's like,
I should start my podcast right now.
bro, he wants to do a podcast. Yeah, he wants to. He wants to be on our podcast. Like, yeah, no, he's a hip hop head. I mean, I think if you asked the 9-year-old like who his favorite artist was, he'd probably say
Drake.
No, it wouldn't be Drake. He'd probably say Nip. He might say Nipsey. He might say Chris Brown.
Yeah.
It kind of depend on the day, but like he's a big Nipsey fan. I taught my kids a lot about Nipsey, luckily, before he passed. So we got big into Victory Lap. Like, they love Victory Lap. They can my kids know more lyrics to this shit than I do. It's crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a moment, by the way, for people that don't know. Like, when you see your young children like rapping along to a song, bro, I'm in the front seat like, damn, this shit. That's a real moment. Like, oh shit, they are paying. It's like seeing yourself. It's crazy. So yeah.
I wonder if you had him on the podcast, if you would have to label it as "this is made for kids" or not. You know how you upload videos, you have to do that. I wonder if that would be.
I think you would
against.
If they were somebody else's kids, but my kids,
if it's,
I speak how I speak in front of my kids, so I'd still be cussing.
It would still not reach the requirements or whatever.
Yeah.
So did I already ask? When did you start the podcast?
We started the podcast.
And why did you decide to start the podcast too? I guess
It would have been almost exactly
No, it's 4
4
years.
years ago to the date. It was
Today?
January 4 years ago. It's not.
Oh,
I think it was January 5th. So we just hit the 4 year mark.
okay, that's cool.
And ultimately, we started the podcast. I mean, it was something that we had talked about for a while.
I shot that shit down.
Yeah, podcasting was so new,
Yeah,
and like I was still at my job, that same job that we met at. He had been gone for years. I had like taken over that fucking place and then stepped down from my position, and I was just doing like lowly grunt work there until I found something new. But I had started listening to podcasts, so like I found the Joe Budden podcast like very early on. I found Brilliant Idiots podcast with Charlemagne very early on, and that's when I realized like, yo, this is some shit. Like this is some serious shit that we could do. And him and I had always had such great conversations about music that I was like, well, let's just put this shit on a mic.
Yeah.
And that shit made all the sense in the world to me, and to him, it didn't make a lot of sense, which I understand. If you're not listening to podcasts,
Yeah.
like what? And like he always says, like, why would anybody listen to a podcast when they could just listen to the music? Which, I mean, ideally that makes sense. Obviously now we can see
Yeah.
podcasting is enormous.
It's taking over. Like
Anybody with any name itself can just say their name with the word cast at the end and just start a podcast.
Facts. 100%.
So it's crazy to think about too. Like when I'm going to pick him up on the way here, I'm watching this kid watch TV, and he's not just watching TV. Like he's watching like Vines.
Mm-hmm.
So to see a whole different perspective of what people are watching nowadays, like people, like podcasts are like the biggest thing out right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many people listen to podcasts right now.
Yeah.
It's weird.
People are trying to self-learn. I feel like more than they used than ever before.
That's what it is. I was just thinking about this the other day. Podcasts are radio's version of YouTube.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's like radio turned YouTube, whereas YouTube was
you get the visual aspect of it. It's more appealing than
exactly.
And you can get it on the road or at home.
You can
yeah.
literally find a podcast about anything.
Yeah.
That'll teach you about anything. You can find a motherfucking podcast that'll teach you how to podcast.
Yeah.
Dead ass. There are podcasts out there that literally will teach you how. I think, didn't you do an episode? Did you do an episode?
I did, like just how to be successful.
Oh, that's what it
episode.
was.
It was just more just like
Somebody I saw recently did an episode.
how to do a podcast.
How to start your podcast. Here's a podcast. How to do a podcast. Like it's crazy. So I think the idea was born basically from like the beginning of our relationship was like we have good conversations about music. So let's continue it and let's put it on a platform. And like he said, like it wasn't working at first. And I wasn't even like pushy about it. It was just like it sounded like something fun that we could do, and I don't have anybody else that I would do it with, so fuck it. We'll wait. And then documentary part 2, the game, documentary part 2 came out. We hadn't really kicked it in too long of a time. It had been a while since we hung out. But we got together, rode around in the caddy, smoked some weed, listened to the documentary, pulled up in my parking lot at the time. We were in a fucking apartment. And I was like, man, I'm telling you, let's do this podcast thing. And that's when he was like,
Well, while we're doing it, like we had like a podcast in the car.
right.
Like we had conversation. Like every time we pick up the phone and talk, like we'll have
It's
a podcast. Like it's just what we do, and it's funny as shit. Like our conversations are hilarious. We always joke about it, like we should record them because it's complete podcast.
We still do that shit
all the time.
Yeah.
off the mic.
Yeah, you're like, dang, I wish we were talking about that in front of the mic.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I spent an hour in my bed Sunday morning on a 3-way phone call with him and our guy Stilo. Full podcast.
Talking about the new Eminem album.
Yep. And gun
Podcast.
laws. And shooting people that come through your front door. Don't come through my front door. You get shot.
Or put a TV in their hand.
So then we decided, what did we do? We decided, all right, well, let's give it a shot. He had a spare room in his house in the upstairs. Tiny ass little hot box of a room with a desk in it and some files and some old shit.
Bunch of trash.
Yeah.
We took my old, at the time it was what, iPhone 4S?
Blackberry.
Nah.
No, I'm just
It was
playing.
iPhone, I was gonna say, iPhone 4. It was an
Or the-
iPhone
the
4S.
Razor.
I downloaded the Spreaker app, which I still get emails from them, by the way, telling us to come back. We hit record, and we just sat there like huddled up on this little desk. And I think, we started with, we didn't really have anywhere to go exactly. So we were like, well, let's just start with doing our top 10 artists, top 10 rappers list. And so we each did 10 through 6. And then I think we came back like the next night and we did 5 through 1. And that was our first 2 episodes. And I think they're still available on SoundCloud. You can still hear our first 2 episodes ever.
Okay.
And then,
It's got to be terrible.
oh, it's probably so bad.
Yeah, I was about to ask what was like the setup like microphones and stuff like
No, it was a phone.
it was just
Literally
talking
sitting on
into
a
the
desk.
phone.
Literally just a phone,
Yeah.
a big ass desk.
We had to be like close, like
Yep.
speaking towards
Yeah.
the phone.
Yep.
Shit, my first one was in the basement of our dorm. I put like this cheap ass camera on top of a garbage can, and he just sat in the couch in front of it, and that was it.
There you go.
That was my first one.
It's something you just need. That's all you need.
That's
just
really
a spark.
because you could like if you think about like DJ, Small Eyes, Vlad, like all those type of videos, just a camera facing them.
Yep.
I mean, obviously they probably have like a body mic on or a big mic over the top, but like
Yep.
if you're in a small enough room, you can shoot the same exact quality videos, and they're
Right.
making a killing off it.
100%. Yeah, and that's all. That's like I said. That's really all you need is just one spark. Because since that fucking day, our focus has always been, how can we make it better?
Mm-hmm.
And even when we think it's like great, we're like, how can we make it even more great?
Yeah.
How can we improve this? How can we? What's the next step?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And even when you think like you like, all right, well, we got all the best equipment, we maxed out. What can we do?
Something pops in
Something
your head.
pops up. There's always something you can do. There's always room to grow, especially the way technology is moving now.
Mm-hmm.
There's always some new shit out there that you can get.
Yeah.
So I think it was important for us to start that way.
Yeah.
Because it laid the groundwork for what we were going to become. I mean, what we are now. And 4 years from now, bro, it's going to be nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to be insane. I wouldn't be surprised if we were packing out the fucking Target Center to do a goddamn podcast.
Yeah, you never know.
You know what I mean?
It literally just like, I would say it just takes that one video, but there is always like that 1 or 2 videos that just give you that big boost, and then it opens up the eyes to a lot of people that have just never heard of your name. You know, like,
Facts.
because like it's not that you're not making good quality videos. It's just that a lot of people don't know that you're doing it yet.
That's the thing.
You know, because there's a lot of people in this world,
Especially
and,
with algorithms and where your shit goes to. But, I think that video that would be the one to pop is that Redman freaking interview. The clip that you just isolated to.
Bitch, I'm going to do this.
He's explaining where he takes a blanket to separate the room of him and his sister. The ghetto shit. I mean, that's what a lot of us had back in the day. Yeah.
split it
You know what I'm saying? And then he's talking about how he moves the Dre where he's like, bitch, I'm going to do this. And he's talking about his...
He said, we asked, you asked what made him, or I don't remember one of us asked what made him know that he could rap. Like, what made him knew that he could do this for a living. And he was talking about how it was the first time he saw EPMD. And that he fucking saw EPMD and he was like, that's it. That's fucking it. Like, I'm going for it. And he said, I pull that curtain back. And I said, bitch, you might as well just jump on a bandwagon now, because I'm going to fucking do this. And he sure as shit did.
He's talking to his mama and stuff, too. He's like, I asked her black ass for one thing, and I'll never ask your black ass for one more fucking thing in my
I
life.
think he said red ass.
Huh?
I think he said red ass.
No, he definitely said black ass. That shit was funny as
I think he
hell.
said stankin' ass, and then he said red ass.
No, he said black ass. He said
Whatever.
stinking.
I don't think you can say that. Can you say that? Can you say black ass?
That's what he said.
I mean,
That
if you're
shit was so
reciting what
funny.
someone else said,
I guess.
Dude, it's so funny. I'm telling you. You gotta watch that clip because that just makes that whole interview. Just hearing that shit made us laugh so fucking hard, too.
But yeah, I mean, it's been our whole career of doing podcasting. We're at 192 episodes in. Has been it's been all literally the drive behind it has been about how can we grow? What can we do next? Like, it's not about it's about motivating ourselves. That's like that. I can't even tell you how many podcasts we've seen be born and die. I mean, like, literally, you'll see podcasts pop up. Podcasts that I enjoyed locally here. 2 artists or whatever get together and they do a podcast. I'm like, this is great. I want to get involved. Let me get behind this and like help you guys out. We got longevity. Let us show you how to create longevity, and they just die.
Yeah.
It's staying consistent is.
a lot of people fall off like with this water wave stuff. Like I've seen a lot of like Instagram pages, it would be like Minnesota hip hop coverage. Like they'll follow you and then and then like they'll post something like we're the new blah blah blah, and then you check back a week later and nothing, like, or I mean a month later, and they haven't posted another single picture since then.
That's
or
because
something.
when
It's
I
just
see
hard.
those, I report them.
Shut up.
You ain't shit.
Why-
You ain't Minnesota hip hop, bitch. Get out of here. No.
Why the Wiseman Show? Why is it called that?
Bro, I have no idea.
I don't even remember either.
So I remember we were talking on the phone and we were like, we got to come up with like a cool ass name. We got to come up with a dope name. But I don't know what it is. And I think I was sitting at home one night and I just said that shit. I was like, the Wiseman Show. I said it to my wife and she's like,
I remember what it was when you first mentioned it to me too, and I said, "Yep, that's it."
It makes sense because it's two guys, so wise men
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
And then, I mean,
I
two
consider
wise
myself
guys.
to be a very wise human being. I consider Joe to be wise beyond his years. Like, it just made sense. Plus, Joe has the Fabiano, the Italian, fucking wise,
wise
guy. You know what I
guy.
mean? Like, it just made all the sense in the world to me. So I remember I called him and I was like, bro, the Wiseman Show. And you were like, that's it.
There it is.
And I was like, done.
Let's get it.
So I don't, like, literally, I don't know where it came from. It just cropped
It just
up.
popped in your
I
head.
called him and I was like, that's it. And he was like, yep, you fucking got it. We're
That's
all
it. That's
done.
been the nice thing about how we work too, and our ideas and how we judge people and how we rate people is everything is so seamless. We've never had to clash. We never had to argue. Everything's been just so seamless.
Yep.
So coming up with names, coming up with our top tens, coming up with this, it's literally the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's because we study this kind of on the same level or we have similar mindsets. But, I mean, I think we're just wise when it comes to music. We don't just look at what catches our ear. We look at dissecting the shit out of it. You know, so when we have multiple conversations about, I'll just say this Eminem album, you know, it took me 6 times front to back, dissecting every single song, figuring out what each song means, and then going back to that song and figure out how does it mean this? Is he off subject? All the, you know what I mean? Just dissecting every single thing.
Yeah.
To me, that's how, you know, we kind of mesh real good and why we stay consistent.
Yep. Yeah, it just works.
I want to flip this up so if it does stop, I'll know. Just cut this part out. So that if it does stop recording, I'll know.
I almost drank my own water here.
Yeah, don't let them see that. So you guys aren't super old, but do you feel like you're at a different or at a disadvantage or advantage for being the age you are?
Dude, he's getting old. You should see his gray ass fucking beard, man.
Man, there's a reason. All right.
That's what my dad's getting. He's starting
This
to get
is
gray in his
what-
beard.
all right,
He's
chill
just
out.
getting sad.
Chill out. All right.
You don't have. I don't even
Relax.
see any gray from
Relax.
here though. So,
Yeah, you just picked it
This
up.
is
Oh.
this is wisdom. Okay. Yeah, I feel old sometimes.
Do you feel like
I
it's
mean,
an advantage or disadvantage for?
No, I don't ever feel like my age is a disadvantage ever.
Yeah.
No, because I think with my age has come like this level of comfortability with who I am.
Yeah.
So I really don't give a fuck what people think about me anymore,
Yeah.
which gives me a huge advantage already. Like I'm already ahead of you. I don't care.
That's what I'm starting to learn too. Is I'm just
I don't,
doing what I
don't
do.
care what you think about. I really don't care what you think
Yeah.
about me. Like I said earlier, I'm all about living my truth, no matter how fucked up or embarrassing or dumb it is. I don't care. Like the people that I love, they already love me.
Yeah.
So this shit ain't gonna change. Like, and I actually think that another advantage to not giving a fuck is I can say how I feel about some shit in a negative way, and your reaction has no bearing on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if I say,
See, there it goes.
was that it?
Yeah,
That was the
you
end of
can
it?
keep going though.
Okay.
Until we're done with this question.
So I feel like I can say anything I want. You know, if I'm not going to say names because I don't want to create a problem, but if an artist of a bigger stature from Minnesota drops a song and everybody's dick riding it, and I feel like it's shit, I can comfortably say like, "What are we? This song is terrible,"
Yeah.
and I don't care
Yeah.
what they think because I'm just being honest.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, that's what hip hop is.
Yeah.
Like you need people like that. We need people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was just watching the documentary on Netflix of Fat Joe, and he was talking about how he went to L.A. He didn't even get to start rapping. I swear to God, like he like just started and they booed his ass off a stage. He's like, the motherfuckers didn't even give me a chance. Shit's funny as fuck. I don't know. I'm in the middle age of kind of hip hop. You know what I mean? I grew up through what people would say were the pioneers of hip hop or taught by the pioneers of hip hop. So I understand the original culture of hip hop, and then the new age. Whether I like the new age or not, I still couldn't understand it. But doing this podcast is our advantage because we get to venture with different artists that make us open our eyes. When we do our long form interviews that can be literally 2 hours long, we really get to know these people, whether it's good about them, bad about them, their fake hustle, their real hustle, whatever the case is. That's the advantage because it puts us on. Like when I first heard about NT Rose and when I seen her perform afterwards and do 2 just live sets, boom, boom, nothing, no issues. Like that shit blew my mind. So I started listening to her music more. You know what I mean? Because we have people coming in and they're taking multiple takes. Yeah. So when you see different people, whether it's new age or not, I think it's
like who, Joe?
There's a lot of people. There's seriously a lot of people. Yeah. Like I would say 1 out of 3 people that come, almost 50-50, that come on are taking multiple takes.
Yeah. Basically. All right, we'll get into some music now.
Let's do it.
Who do you think has been doing the best so far this year, 2020?
So I think we need
first
to talk,
month in,
right? Like
one
just
month
in general.
Yeah, just like
national,
recently. local rappers. That's what I'm talking about.
There are easy answers, and then there
Is
are
it the 20th already? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And there are some other difficult answers because I think that there are levels. Like, Prof.
Yeah.
That's the obvious answer.
Yeah.
He's out here killing shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody is quite on his level locally right now.
Not
What
right
are you saying
now.
2020 though?
Yeah,
Who do you see pushing?
who recently?
Right,
has
I'm
been
saying I
popular?
think that's
But I mean, Prof.
the simple
Prof.
answer.
Every time he posts anything on any social media, it's better than anyone else out here doing something on social media.
Yeah, I mean, I think 2020 is going to be a very, very, very big year for Taylor J.
Mm-hmm.
You can see he's aligned himself with Prof. And the Stop House team, which I think was a phenomenal move.
Yeah, him and Cashinova.
Yep, I think anybody within that camp is gonna have a tremendous year. Mm-hmm. So I think I can see Cashinova, Taylor J, and Prof all doing
him and
really big things.
Wonka, their DJ, is
Wonka.
also.
I mean, and you could even throw Mac Irv in that mix.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's loosely affiliated with them. Obviously, Wonka's his guy.
Yeah, and they do a lot of shows together.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Mac Irv Wisemen show episode coming very, very, very soon. Very excited about that.
Yep.
We've had some issues with him in the past, so we got some things that we got to work out on the mic, which is going to be fun. Joe says he's going to go crazy.
That he's going to go crazy?
Joe said that he's got some shit to say to Mac. Like, he's upset still over some things that happened.
I'm supposed to interview him sometime soon, too.
Yeah.
Should I be mad at him for anything?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, Mac's a good guy. Mac's a good guy and a very talented guy.
I met him a couple times.
Really nice very, very talented dude. It was some personal things that happened between us and him at the beginning, more towards the beginning of when we started, that probably got blown out of proportion, partially because of us. We did some trolling, and then we did some maybe not kind things, and said some not kind things on the mic. But I'm gonna be honest, like that's part of what got us where we are.
Yeah,
because when we came on
and just speaking
when we first came on, bro, we were Tekashi 6ix9ine on the mics. Like we were we
trying to
didn't
catch attention.
Fuck. Oh, we didn't care, and that was before we were 6ix9ine before 6ix9ine.
It's true.
We were, bro. We would talk shit about, and we burned bridges. I promise you, we did.
Yeah.
We especially burned bridges with the radio. Like Go 95, there will forever be a wall there. Maybe not a wall, but an invisible wall. There's going to be issues there. What was the question that you asked?
Minnesota artist that
who was working in 2020.
Who's been going crazy so far this year? Who's really been?
I think Cashy's got something up his sleeve this year.
Cashy's from North Dakota though.
He just stays out here now.
And Cashy sucks.
But there's no fans in North Dakota, so he comes here.
Fuck Cashy.
I mean, he's got his concerts and his homies and stuff, but he definitely represents here. But I don't know. It's honestly it's too early to tell because everybody had their New Year's resolution, but then like if you open up Facebook today, everybody's fucking bitching about Minnesota today. It drives me fucking nuts. Yeah. Everybody thinks they know what's wrong with Minnesota, but the people that sit there and cry about it all the time, it's
you know what's wrong with Minnesota? Too many people talk about what's wrong with Minnesota.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong. Just shut the fuck up. Guys, that tweet I read earlier, Soda Supreme. Everybody wants to be the best rapper in Minnesota.
Yeah. No
There's
one.
a whole fucking world out there, man.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus
When
Christ.
you get the messages like I'm the hottest one out right now, like all those types of messages. Like if you can't, everyone can't think that if you're the hottest one out right now, you don't even have to tell me that.
Right.
Yeah.
I even saw
Just keep
Wonka.
moving.
I even saw Wonka post some of Macker's, the lyrical exercises that he's been doing.
Yeah.
He reposted a bunch of them earlier and said Macker is one of the best rappers in Minnesota. And while I get like that's his homie and he's bigging him up, in my mind I was still like, yo, shouldn't you be saying that he's one of the best rappers alive? Fuck that Minnesota shit.
Yeah.
Like, I get that you want to rep where you're from, and like we
And
are
you could
always
put him at a national scale. Too.
sure.
He's got national
yes,
capabilities.
of course, he has a
100%.
national talent, absolutely. But like, I've been very open about Nucky is my favorite rapper based in Minnesota, but I will put Nucky's bars up against anybody, and I mean it, and I mean anybody. I don't give a name. You name them, I think Nucky's better.
Crack.
I think Nucky's better, and I've told her that. And she thinks I'm trying to gas her. She thinks I'm gaslighting, trying to get something started, which I am, but, but that's just how I feel.
You know who has been going really crazy this year so far is Nerdy.
Nerdy is going
Nerdy
crazy.
has been literally like I think
He
like
hasn't put his foot off the gas.
I've every time I see him on social media, he's either in a different state doing a show, or some like he was went on tour with Brother Ali.
Brother Ali. Yeah.
He was just doing some shit on Fox 9.
Yeah, because the MLK show or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, he was just.
He's out here.
Big crowd out there too.
I
A lot of excited
I
faces.
think he's so close to just taking a leap. Like,
Yeah, I think we're watching the culmination of it happening.
like,
it is happening.
Yeah.
It's literally. It's not like this isn't like a step.
Yeah, like
And
it's happening right now.
Yeah.
And it's just takes either that label to like just.
Yep.
I think he
send
needs
the
to stay
message, like
independent.
yeah, I would say it'd be good to stay independent unless like he gets like an offer that's
A
just
legit
way
deal,
too good,
a good
like,
distribution
deal,
deal.
like an actual good deal, not like hey, here's $10,000 for 3 albums and
Yeah.
and you have to do this and that. But if they're like, yo, let's turn you into a superstar 'cause you have all the capabilities and we have the money and all that, you know.
I could see Nerdy and I could see Lizzo.
Yep, best friend.
Like-
they could literally drop an album together or even just like a song together, a music video, and just
Single.
anything, and just he would shoot up just like that, and I think they'd be a great
100%.
I think I said it in our last episode, but
The epilogue.
I think you did.
Did a video on that.
I told him just a couple months ago. I said by this time next year you will be a household name, and he never fucking responded to me. But I stand by it.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately stand by that. I think by the time we come around to like December, January again, I think the whole world
He'd be
will
gone.
know his name.
I was just talking to him about linking up with Comp Keys.
Oh, were you? He responded to you?
Yep. That's another person I'd like to say for 2020. Them guys.
Yeah, they're a good duo.
Comp
They
Keys are
They're
gonna
they're pretty new, right?
Yeah.
They're very new, but
Yeah.
if you look at their content,
Their content is great, but
it's
it doesn't have
fantastic.
the views and like the spotlight it deserves. I feel
2020
like.
will
But
be
he's
a
still
year of
new.
growth for them for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But if they are as new as they are, then
couple songs that they got with Plaza.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl Bailey Cole, like I'm freaking infatuated with her voice. Like it's
is that the
unbelievable.
Friends song?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
She
I
is
like that one a lot.
fucking cold.
Yeah,
And
that
she's got
song-
this track called Moonlight. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's so dope because she's got this very nice voice, but it's on a hip hop style beat, which is cool too.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys kind of style, but
Alicia
different.
Keys is dropping a new album.
I know, I seen that. I'm excited for that shit.
that.
But I think, Comp Keys, I think that's another person 2020 has got some serious potential.
So is it? I haven't met them yet.
People.
So are they?
It's two guys.
I mean, it's two of them, but so Comp is the dude that raps, right?
Ramsey.
Comp is the other guy. No, yeah,
No,
sorry, yeah.
yeah,
Comp
Comp
is
is
Keys
Ramsey,
is
the
guy
big
that-
dude.
Keys
Yeah.
is the guy that was on the piano.
Yeah, that's
Keys has
Bu-
got the
Alex
glasses.
Butler.
He sits back. He's very intelligent. He's unbelievably talented at piano. Did piano lessons kind of for a long time. I think he said like 10 or 15 years.
Wow.
But yeah, these guys, they just same wavelength.
Yeah.
Like me and him and how we communicate and how we do this podcast. Them two, that's like music and beats and
Yeah.
everything. Like they're fucking genius. It's weird.
Yep. 2020 will be a good year for them.
Yeah.
Big.
2020 is gonna be a big year for a lot of people.
I think 2020 is a big year, not to stay on the local mindset, but I do think 2020 is going to be a big year for Minnesota.
It is.
I think,
Definitely is.
not that I would ever want to shed light on a death, but I do think that Lexi Alger's passing has potentially brought some spotlight here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just like people like, oh, she's from Minnesota.
Exactly.
I don't even know if I've ever listened to someone from Minnesota.
I think we have some eyes out here. I remember an episode that we had with Solo Star, and she was talking about how Sway said we got some of the most talented people out here. Not word for word, but along the lines of that. I think people are seeing it. I just think we're such a new music.
Yeah.
You know,
we're an untapped market, really.
100%.
Yeah, and it's like Young Gravy, for example. Like he's almost mainstream at this point.
He's like from here,
Rochester.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like all it takes is someone like him, maybe not him exactly, but if someone were to get that popular from Minnesota, to just like really just work with a few Minnesota artists that are making some noise, do a music video with them, and then all the people, and then let's just say it's 4 artists that he does it with. All 4 of those artists that have music with all these other Minnesota artists is just going to shed light on all them, and then it's just a chain reaction.
Exactly.
But it takes one of the bigger artists to do it, and it seems like not many of them are really doing it.
My concern about
if they do it, it's hard for them to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Consistency is the hardest thing that I've seen.
A lot of them just like they'll branch off, and obviously, like if you get to a point to where you're that big, like I would want to get out of Minnesota too. Like I wouldn't want to stay in Minnesota my whole life, but it doesn't mean you don't need to forget artists in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
So tell me if this makes sense to you. But my concern about, I think, our general mind state here and the way things go with artistry here is I feel like guys like Young Gravy, by the time they get to where he is, he's so frustrated with Minnesota that he doesn't want to reach back anymore.
Yeah, I can
You know what I
see
mean?
that.
Because
Minnesota might not have been what got him there. I don't know his story.
That's exactly
but
what
if
I was...
it's like if Atlanta and LA or wherever his fan base was is what was streaming the most of his music, is what was following him the most at his peak or his blow up stage, and that definitely could be a reason why he's like, you weren't even none of you artists were even.
And I don't
liking
even think
me
it's
or
like an
nothing.
intentional thing. It's just like, how could that not leave a sour taste in your mouth? Like, home didn't even help me get here.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I gonna reach back? But that's not a good attitude to have, because
no, and we gotta quit creating this either you're in or out of Minnesota shit. Like, why the fuck does it matter? When everybody else blew up out of New York, when people blew up out of LA or Atlanta or New Orleans or wherever they fucking blew up from, they shouted out their city more proud than any fucking person out there. But they traveled the whole fucking country. Like I was just saying, Fat Joe was out in LA and he was 100% New York. He'd shut out New York nonstop. You know what I'm saying? So why is it a problem if they go out and travel? Let them go out there and show them what we represent. We need to be like strong and unified, like how people in New York are. They brag about New York nonstop. Yeah. Like Reefa's skit. New York, you hurt.
Yeah, but you're right. There's like a disconnect with artists. Like it's as soon as an artist decides
to leave, they abandon us. Like, what the fuck? Right. Shut up.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, you moved away. Oh,
it's smart as fuck. It's warm over there.
I'll even bring up the recent little spat between the Rift and Go 95 and Twin City Tone, and I guess somehow us got mixed up in there. So the Rift basically dissed the whole radio station, and then Twin City Tone responded to the diss track, and he had seen that we shared the diss track. Oh, so we got mixed up in that,
and that you were taking his side of the diss track type thing.
And so, Tone and I have spoke about this, so him and I were good, but it just crossed my mind that like the way Tone spoke about the Rift in the response track tells me that Tone has no idea what the Rift is doing. Because he's basically saying like, you couldn't cut it here, so you skip to LA. Yeah. And then when I talked to Tone on the phone after that whole situation, he's like, I don't like know what he's like. He's not. What has he done? Like he's not doing anything. I was like, dude, well, he just released an album, and he's out there doing interviews on like Fox channels, and like he's doing a lot. Yeah. Like a lot, but nobody here knows that. Like we just let go once they leave. It's like, all right, well. They're no longer from here. Fuck that guy. It's like, dude, no, there's a whole like branch of Minnesota artists that are out in LA killing shit right now. Yeah. We have to support those people. Like just because they left here, it'd be like it's the only genre that happens in It's the only hip hop is the only genre that happens in.
Except for basketball.
If Joe decided tomorrow, yo, I got to take this job in LA, I'm not gonna start sending shots because he moved to LA to work at the fucking Bentley dealership. Like, what? That doesn't make any. I'm gonna congratulate him, shake his hand, and be like, yo, good looking. We'll have to figure out a way to still do this podcast. You know what I mean? Or whatever. It's the only. It's not even just the only genre. It's the only profession that happens in.
What about basketball? Cleveland hated LeBron. He left.
But that was because
Okay,
of
but
how
that's
he,
just-
that was because how he did it.
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, you get mad because it's your team,
That's
and you're
true.
like,
Yeah, you're
you're like,
caught up
oh,
in
we're not gonna be as good now. Obviously, you're gonna be
It's
mad.
kind
at
of
him.
similar if you.
It is
look
similar
at
because it's
it.
like, oh wow, you just left Minnesota, and now the Minnesota music scene just lost our biggest
Right,
star. Now we got to
right.
find a new biggest star.
Right.
But I mean, you're still a Minnesota star. But when you're not out here every day, like just seeing you at like the club or something, or I don't even know, maybe just shooting your music videos,
Yeah.
like in
You're no longer
downtown
accessible.
Minneapolis. You know,
So now we lost you.
What I respect about the people that do leave, for instance, the LA people, even Novia and going down to Miami, people that have gone to New York, people that go back down south where their family is they get to see the marketing, they get to see what everybody else is doing before Minnesota sees it. I mean, Minnesota is late, whether it's fashion, whether it's drugs,
getting it from someone
whether
else.
it's trends,
Podcasting.
whether it's anything.
Yeah, there's not much.
Minnesota's last. We're at the North
Yeah.
Pole. That's what I always tell. You know, where you from? We're from the North Pole, where you get to see everything last.
fact.
So when you see LA and the way that they're marketing and the way that they're connecting social media, and when you're seeing them get verified, but not many people here or nobody here is getting verified, which is an important like stigma of nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Or when you see people networking their brand out in Miami and they're actually getting following out there, or whatever the case is, we need to accept that, stay supportive with them so we can keep getting their gems, so we can keep building what we got here instead of being so fucking late. It's technology now. We should have this shit like that. We should have the fastest trends, the fastest marketing schemes. How can we be successful? Why are their empires over there? Why did Lil Wayne come from the projects or Master P come from the projects down south like that when they didn't have shit and they weren't known for lyricism? Why did they get brought up there and stay there? And have
Gems,
respect
people.
from there. You know what I'm
Joe's
saying?
dropping gems. It's a fact because we stay locked in with what we call the LA crew. There's a whole crew of people from Minnesota, artists from Minnesota that are in LA right now, live in LA, or Novi lives in Miami, and they send up because we stay tapped in with them and we don't discount them as Minnesota artists, and we do still try to get interviews with them and offer them our platform.
Yeah.
We got a direct pipeline. They're sending us marketing tips. I talked to the Rift on the phone the other day for like an hour, and he dropped so many fucking gems on me that I know he is not giving to anybody else.
Yeah.
He's a fucking network nerd, dude.
Bro.
He's like ADHD when you start talking about this shit. You need to do this, and you should start doing this and start adding these people on LinkedIn and this and start networking this. And you're like, dude, holy fuck. Like
where that shit, the gems that I was dropping last night in our chat, that's from him.
Yeah. Okay.
That's from him. And like, bro, people don't know. We're super. If you go look at our posts, like our recent posts, we are tapping into Canada right now.
Yeah.
Like
You guys are going crazy on Instagram right
Canada is like we're tapped in. Toronto is fucking with us right now.
That's cool.
Toronto's music scene is a music scene
It's
that's going
bigger than
nuts
it's bigger
right
than
now.
Minnesota right
It's
now.
going
for sure.
fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Biggest artist in the world is from there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And they're an early scene too. You know what I mean? They didn't have the culture everybody else had, like New York where it started or LA where it started and all that different shit. They're new too. So we need to make sure that we, again, like what people say united, like this is what I'm trying to explain what united means. You know what I mean? Like this is what we need to do and make sure that we stay on top of it. So whether it's doing other podcasts instead of, beefing with you guys or whatever the case is,
like,
we
no,
need
I'm
to
not
keep
coming on your
supporting
show.
this shit. This is what we need to do. We need media out there so we can showcase these people's freestyles.
Yeah.
To show that Minnesota's got some
We
fucking
can beef
bars.
Yeah.
We can do all that shit later. Right now, we need to grow the scene and grow the culture. Like we can have podcast beef later when we actually have something to beef about. Like, oh, they got Mac Irv, and Mac Irv was supposed to come see us.
Yeah.
Like we can beef about that.
Yeah.
later.
Like oh, he canceled for us, and then you saw on his Snap story later that day that he was over here or
then
something.
we can have a problem. But right now,
Yeah.
we
You
need
can't
to
just have a problem because you're in the same work
No.
field, you know.
No. Plus, we are way stronger together.
Yeah. That's what I
way
think.
stronger.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of room for people to have like a bunch of these outlets.
100%.
Like there's thousands of music artists,
we need
and
more.
like apparently we do. 'Cause
I'm
we
trying to
haven't
breed
blown up
more.
yet.
I've been trying to breed more. I I can't even tell you how many times I've tried to embrace another platform and like try to help them create something, and people just don't have, either they don't have the drive or they don't have the time, or it's not something they really want to do.
People just come up with a lot of excuses too.
That's true.
For sure.
A lot of
And
excuses.
that's for
Like
anything.
just for example, like one of my homies that vlogs or something, he just always has. He had like 900 subscribers when we had like 300, and then there's a scene in one of our vlogs where he's like, we got to get you guys to 500 or something like that, and he hadn't uploaded a vlog for like almost like 8 months now, and we hit 1,000 before he did, and he had 900 when we had like 200, and then literally every time he comes over here, I'm like, yo, you should vlog, and then he always has an excuse like, oh, my camera's broken. I'm like, you got an iPhone, right?
Pull
He's
your
like,
phone out.
And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh, I don't have enough memory on my computer. I'm like, just get a hard drive. He's like, he just comes up with a bunch of excuses, which I mean, if maybe he just doesn't want to do it. And I mean, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
It's typically
like, it's
what
that
it
simple.
is.
So I stopped bugging him about it. But
A
yeah,
lot of it
like,
is just fear. It's about most people don't actually want to be successful. They like the idea of being successful, but then when someone
don't wanna
actually
fail.
gives you, someone actually gives you like the game to be successful, I'm gonna give a perfect example, and people are gonna know who I'm talking about, but I don't give a fuck. In that group that we have on IG, I was giving out game last night, telling people, here's how we need to do it. Here's the best way to do these things. And look at the motherfuckers that did the exact opposite of what I said to do right after I said to do it. Those are the people I'm talking about. They don't care to listen. They don't care to actually grow their brand. They don't care to actually, like, do you think I'm lying? You think I'm just that's the other thing that people don't do. Watch the people that are doing it and having success. People, I think, in Minnesota specifically, at least around us, feel like afraid that they're going to be called out for being copycats or something like that.
Yeah, because the stigma, like, oh, you sound like this
fucking
artist, you sound like that artist.
Yeah.
And it's true fucking half the time anyway.
But I mean, rap's gotten to the point where it's like, it's almost hard to have an original sound. Like, obviously you can do it, and you can have like maybe one song where it's like, whoa, that was like different.
Right.
But like in the grand scheme of things, like if you make 10 songs, like a few of them are gonna sound like someone else. And it's
Especially
just,
if you listen to the music.
yeah, it's because everyone uses. I mean, producers are doing similar beats. You know, they're sampling similar stuff. They're going off the same tempo, all that. You know.
What do you model Waterwave after?
Like what?
Just what you guys do.
What do you like? Compare it to someone
No
else?
Jumper.
No
correct?
Jumper. Yeah.
You model it after No Jumper.
Yeah.
I'm certain you probably watch
A lot of No
what
Jumper.
Adam does.
Yeah.
And you mimic that.
Yeah.
Because what he's doing is working. I watch every time Rap Radar drops a podcast. I watch what they do, how they do it, the way the questions come. Now it's harder from our aspect because, Rap Radar, Elliot Wilson and B-Dot, they're interviewing fucking, Lil Wayne. Go on Wikipedia. You can find tons of shit.
That's the struggle for my end too.
What we got to do is we got to go like
You
create
really
a
gotta
Wikipedia.
Figure it out. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there's not just like all this info out there to get. Like you got to go actually like do that research shit.
Yeah.
And I think people don't think about that or realize, because I have people hit me up sometimes like, oh man, y'all didn't ask about this. I didn't fucking know about that.
Yeah.
I
Like,
didn't even realize that till just now either.
Yeah,
we learn it through when we go on. Like
have a
our
tough job.
podcast is a wing it podcast.
it's a
And
tough
we've
job.
organized it because we've done it for so long.
Yeah. Now it's
We
kind
wing
of
the shit out of it. These long form interviews, we find out so much different stuff from people. Like,
Yeah.
But you'll even notice, like, I think within the last like 15, 20 episodes, I started having my computer in front of me.
Yeah. You got questions and stuff
Because I realized like our podcast is better when there's preparation.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to what I used to do is I used to try to just memorize all of it. And then what I didn't memorize, we'd fill the time with something else anyways. It wasn't a big
we get
deal.
so off subject all the time.
But I think having the notes and having the research in front of us,
Yeah.
it makes things smoother, more enjoyable, and it gives it a little bit of like structure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think like for a long time we got away with not really having any structure, which was fun and fine, but eventually you got to grow. You got to find the next step, and I think that was the next step is we got to have a little bit of structure. Like there's no real structure. I don't have like question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. You know what I mean? But
It's like 5 subjects and
Right. There's subjects and then, you know, a little tree of
Yeah.
subjects under it. Like, oh, this song, in this song you said this, or you chose to use this cadence in this song, or you had this person do the hook on this song. Why did you choose to call it that? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, yeah. So I think, I don't know what we were talking about, but
I don't even know either, but, you just
but yeah, I think we need more. We need more media outlets.
Yeah.
The artists need more media outlets, and the artists need to fucking learn how to utilize the media outlets. You know what I mean? Like, you should be getting calls and texts and emails from the more established artists in Minnesota to come do your podcast. When you know, fucking Joe Blow comes to do our podcast, you should be next, or
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah, because honestly, it doesn't matter. Like, if we aren't super popular, but it's still a good video for them to be able to show their fans and get their word out.
Yep.
You know.
Plus, I just think it's too. We have two very different platforms.
Yeah.
And it is the way I view it. I think
Yeah.
you guys are the no jumper.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you guys are, and you do. Obviously, you do way more than just podcasts, interviews. You do. I mean, I'd say podcasts and interviews is that's like the last.
That's how we
thing y'all
started,
do.
but that's like kind of just like
Right.
It's kind of like
exactly.
behind because doing like the
I like Jake Giller's weather.
It's
That's
great.
yeah.
It's fucking cold. I love that shit. I look forward to his weather report every time. Yep. I think that's great too. The Minnesota News. I think that's great. I think more people should get involved in that. I would want to. Let me get a segment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get a fucking segment every week. You can throw it to me. Let me do some shit.
Yeah.
I'm actually asking you right now.
Yeah,
Can
we
I get a
can.
segment?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a segment.
Yeah,
The Wiseman,
for real.
The Wiseman. Oh, I was gonna say the Wiseman minute, but that's a WM. I was trying to make a rhyme, but
We could do like something.
Hottest
because
bars
mine are
of the
usually
week.
only like 4 or 5 minutes long.
Do the Wiseman wave or something like that.
Yeah.
Some type of, you know what I mean? Like,
Give your input on
yeah.
whatever because I could film it and then just send it to
For
you and then you
sure.
could just finish off something.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm a stay-at-home. I'm not even a stay-at-home dad. My kids are in school. I'm a stay-at-home podcast video edit. Like, I'm home at the crib by myself a lot,
Yeah.
so I'm free to do whatever, whenever, pretty much. So
Yeah.
for sure, I want to get involved in that. I would love to. I think that's fucking phenomenal that you
Yeah.
guys do that.
Yeah. See, like, other thing, it's like branching out and doing new things. Like with artists with Prof's Kitchen, like I talked about that in the last one, where like him doing that can open him up to a whole new fan base. So like if artists, like obviously not every artist is gonna be a cook or a chef, whatever.
Right.
But like you just find your niche, what you're good at. Like with Com Keys making those videos, like some people are gonna see that video, and maybe only watch those videos until they drop a music video on that page, and they're like, oh, let's see what their music sounds like. You know, like it's a huge niche.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. That's why we want to do. So I was thinking what I was saying is you guys, I consider you guys the no jumper. I think we are what I consider to be like the Rap Radar.
Yep.
And that's why you'll see us do interviews. You know, like Rap Radar just did Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. They're not just rap.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still call Martin and Will hip hop culture, but you saw us do the 2-part interview with Amir Abdullah, which I mean, I think you could argue part 2 of that episode, that interview, might have been our best episode ever. Like I thought it was
Good conversations.
great conversation.
Yeah.
The most introspective episode we've ever done for sure.
Yeah, that's a good, crazy cool guest to have
Yes.
on.
Yeah,
It was
dude, he
fun.
was super dope.
That was a
Very
fun
genuine
day. That was just all around a cool ass day. But yeah, so I think that's where we're gonna shine is not just interviewing artists,
Yeah.
but doing football players and like
Yeah, that's what we're trying to get to too.
Yeah.
Is like work, because like especially if we're still living around campus, like just being able to do like day in the life videos with Gopher athletes,
For
like
sure.
like if we can do that and get a good connection, like doing like locker room tour, like equipment, like stuff like that, like just really branching out into different things.
And y'all have already done that. I mean, you interviewed a barber.
Yeah,
You interviewed a
barbers,
shoe guy.
promoters, yeah,
You
there's
just
shoe
interviewed-
designers.
You just interviewed Rowdy.
Mm-hmm.
We got him coming on the podcast too. Actually,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's bringing Cam with, so that'd be or Cam's bringing him with.
Yeah.
I don't know which. I don't know. How
Yeah,
that
when
goes.
I did Cam Bennett's interview, YP was with too.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
funny.
there you go,
Yeah.
I hit them both up
Uh-huh.
in a private chat. I was like, hey, how
Let's
do we
do
get this
something.
done? So
Yeah, when we did ours, I forgot. We went to some random building in Minneapolis because like we didn't even like have a spot for interviews yet, and like this is when I still went to school in River Falls,
Okay.
and we I rented like the body mics from them and stuff. And we were in this huge, just open room, and the mic was just like echoing. Though it was just not, the audio wasn't the best, but it was a good like 35-minute.
Did Cam
podcast.
share the interview?
Yeah.
Did he?
It's our most viewed interview. It's got like 9,000 views.
Because he's at like 1.8 million on
yeah,
Twitter.
he posted it on Twitter, and the
Wow.
video on the promo video on Twitter had like 100,000 views or something something crazy. And then
That's
like
so dope.
yeah, and I mean, we didn't get many followers off it, but I rarely use Twitter. I got to use it more. I'm trying to take Gary V's advice and use like every platform 5 times a day. You know, like that's Instagram. I try to post like 2-3 times a day, especially if I have a lot of stuff to post, and then Snapchat is just all the time. Whenever something happens, I just put it on there. Same with like TikTok. I'm trying to get on that. I don't know if you guys have experimented with TikTok at all yet.
I'm on that bitch.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
I need to see that. You just post like your like the same stuff you put on Instagram on there, or what do you post on?
I'm kind of picky so I'm a big fan of TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I love I'm on TikTok a lot. It was funny actually. Sunday night, I realized I was sitting in my bedroom on TikTok. My wife was sitting on the couch in the living room on TikTok. One of my kids was sitting next to her on TikTok, and then my oldest son was in his bedroom on his tablet on TikTok.
Yeah.
So there were 5 people on our.
It's addicting. It's just like addicting. It's like, especially if you like. When I first got on it, all I saw was just annoying, stupid stuff. But then like once I like followed certain people and then they started popping up on the stuff I liked, and it got a lot better.
Yep. Yeah, it's a fun app. But the part of that is when you pay attention to that app, you realize the shit that's gonna work versus the shit that won't.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the shit that we create isn't really like TikTok friendly. You know what I mean? Like
same with like it's hard. Like if I post a promo of our vlog and just put it on there, and like I'd say, if you want to watch the full video, go to YouTube. Like you're not gonna get people.
You get an instant swipe on
but
that. Yeah.
When the niche that we found when we did that vlog with the midget stripper, we had posted just like a little iPhone clip of it that someone had from there, and it got like 200,000 views. Yeah. On TikTok, and that was just, it like blew us up. It got us like 100 followers or something, and I don't know. I think just like. Not even just being, you could be a whole different entity on TikTok than you are on any other.
For sure, because it's a whole. You're right, 100%. Yeah, I've been trying to think of ways to like maybe make like a segment every episode where we have our guests do some funny shit,
and then just put it
somehow
on TikTok.
trick them into saying some funny shit or something.
That's a good idea. Or even just be like, hey, like do something for this TikTok real quick, and then it would just, and you do that a bunch of times in a row, and then it becomes a thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've posted like some of our freestyle clips on there.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do.
They do like a couple hundred views, I think, which is cool. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, it's cool because like, I mean, it's just such a TikTok's just such a weird platform.
It is, but it's still growing. It's still becoming what it's.
Isn't it? It's the most. Is it the most used platform right now? The most downloaded something. It's crazy because it's newer too. So I mean, it's surpassed Instagram, surpassed Twitter.
All I know is Gary Vee said, "Get on that bitch now." Yeah. And I was like, done.
Yeah.
When Gary Vee says some shit like that, I'm on it.
Gary Vee says it, you got to do it.
We have to. Mm-hmm. What were we talking about? I think that was. I love TikTok.
I think we started off with like talking about different. I don't even know what we started with.
We were talking about how fortunate you were to have Cam Bennett share his interview with you guys
on Twitter
to his 1.8 million followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So he'll probably share yours even more because yours will be more professional than ours was back then.
I don't know. Is he into professional shit?
I
don't think so.
No, he definitely would rather have. Better quality is always better.
Because I'm gonna ask him straight up how he could call Lizzo gross.
Oh.
I know. I couldn't believe when he tweeted that. It's his opinion.
Yeah, it's his
opinion. Have it.
How much has the music scene changed since he started doing this?
Wow, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Completely.
Has it? It has, right? I mean,
the people that were kind of at top kind of hung up the reins, and
kind of though, because remember we were talking about our top 10 list from 2016.
Yeah, it was still pretty relevant actually.
And there was, I mean, it. I would say it's grown.
I mean, but when you made that top 10 list in 2016, would you assume by 2020 that those top 5 people probably would have surpassed you even thinking about putting them in a Minnesota category?
Yeah. I think we did assume that for
sure.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I was.
So in that sense, a damn thing happened. Shit.
Just new people coming in and.
Oh, we didn't have Taylor J on there,
which we were wrong. Which we were dead ass wrong for, but we didn't know shit. 2016, we didn't know shit.
Yeah.
No. We did not realize. Look, We would not be where we are right now without that fucking list.
Straight up.
That
Yeah,
list
that's
And I was actually kind
that
of
helps.
thinking, is that kind of the same for you guys too?
The list gave us definitely some jumps. Like when the first one I ever did, I would never even recommend anyone to ever watch that video just because it's just so incorrect. But the second one we did is a lot better, and it's still, and I think the names on there are still relevant to this.
That was the one
today.
that you recently did?
Yeah, the one that we
Top
talked
25?
about. Yeah, like that one at least has people on there that are doing things still. But like the first one we did was just like I was really new into the music game.
That was part of the reason that I did want to embrace what you were doing, because it did remind me of us. Like I saw, because like I was reading the comments, and they looked a lot like the comments we were getting when we did our top 10.
But when I posted it, I knew I was gonna get all those comments. So that's why that's why you do it.
That's the difference. When we did it, we didn't know that it was
You didn't
gonna
want
be that big of a
you didn't want the bad comments.
We were ready for like people to like
oh, this is so
bow
cool.
down to the Wisemen, like
Like,
damn,
oh, I
they're
need to
doing
be on
for
this
us.
next. I need to be on this one next
Yep.
time.
And it did do that for I think so. Like it did a little bit.
It did in the long run somehow.
Yeah.
Man, people were roasting the fuck out of us.
Yeah, people.
But
were
I
mad.
still, to this day, I could still take that top 10. And at that time, who were hottest MCs, I could still justify.
No, I stand on it.
100%.
I think we missed Taylor J. But that's about it.
See, like looking back at even my most recent one, I definitely missed a lot of people. I'm not gonna say
for
that.
sure.
I missed like I could probably name off like 10 people now just by the knowledge I've learned that I would put in there instead of 10 other people.
But
Yeah.
different generations, though. I
Yeah.
mean, we've got different waves of people.
And the importance of the verbiage, because when we put the shit out, it was top 10 hottest MCs of 2016. Meaning
Not the
these
best
are the people
bars.
that had the best year. Not who's had the best career.
Or who's the most
not
talented.
Who's next to blow. Not who's the best rapper.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was like one of the first times that I realized, like, yo, nobody gives a fuck about what you call your list. A list
Yeah,
is a
a
list,
list.
no matter what you
Yep.
call it. It doesn't matter what you call it. You could have called it the shittiest rappers of 2016, and it wouldn't have made a fucking.
No,
it would've
he's
been
not
the
on
same-
there. He's not on there.
It would have been the same response. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck. You don't. Nobody reads what the list is. It's just the
Yeah,
list.
exactly.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
because when I did mine, like before I made the list, it was, hey, I'm gonna put a list together for the first 6 months of 2019.
Yep.
Whoever, like, I wasn't gonna base anything off of what was going on before. You know, it was just gonna be like, who should I tell people about that's really been putting in the work,
Yep.
and then I wouldn't say I 100% stuck to that. But it was more like that was the goal.
Yep.
But then when you're making, and then like I don't even know if I put it on the flyer. I think I just said top 25. I don't think I said top 25 first 6 months of
Yep.
2019. But I mean that was the goal of it.
And you have a far better. I don't know what the word is. The way you responded to the list, the most recent list, was good. That was important. The way you responded was important because I almost went scorched earth. Like I almost went when the response to our list. It was literally ended up being the reason I had to delete Facebook because I realized like, yo, this Facebook place is a very toxic place, and I am becoming toxic.
Yeah.
And when people get on my ass about doing things that I feel are good for the culture and important for Minnesota music, I'm gonna fire back.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be arguments. It's gonna be it was all bad, And then it turned into even more. Like I was arguing on fucking Facebook every day. It was arguing about something or
Yeah, I fucking won't. I won't even
trying to get people to share shit on Facebook or like shit on Facebook.
Yeah. I haven't used Facebook in years. I don't
Yeah,
even
Facebook
know.
will make your ass feel like you ain't doing shit. For real. Like Facebook will really make you
I
feel.
wish I posted more on Facebook, like at least like on a Water Wave like page where you can
Yeah.
like it and stuff. Like we have one, but I think the last time I posted on there was like
Just
I mean,
link
through our
that.
summer season
Just link
part,
that bitch to
so.
Instagram.
I do have our post links sometimes,
Oh,
and
you
I
do?
post some of them, but like actually like gone on there to like
Yeah.
reach a Facebook fan base. But we probably don't even have many fans on
I
there.
mean, we
right now,
got
'cause I
like
never
20,000
promote
followers on our shit, and it's all because it's linked to our Instagram.
it. Okay.
Like I wasn't doing any work on Facebook. I was literally just making it so the videos that we post on Instagram go there, and then I started stealing other people's content and posting those little viral videos.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we got fucking 6.5 million views on one post,
Yeah.
and our fucking shit is going through the roof, and we're blowing up, and like I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what that's done for us, but it hasn't done nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Didn't hurt you.
And it cost me no time to do it, other than sometimes now I go in and edit the post. But yeah, I don't know. I think it is important to be on just about every platform you can be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I've always said too, like even like how you distribute your content, there's so many different clicks. You know what I'm saying? Some people only use Spotify. Some people
Yeah.
only use Tidal. Some people only use Apple Music. Some people only use SoundCloud.
Yeah.
I don't know who, but a lot of people.
People that don't want to pay for a subscription.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of
So
people
when you
use
see
SoundCloud.
that, it's same with social media. I don't go on Twitter
Yeah.
at all.
A lot
But
of
I know people
only
that
use
only
something.
go on Twitter.
Yeah. I know people that don't even have Instagram on their phone, and then, and their life is just on Twitter, like you said, like it's and vice versa, whatnot. But
I'm pretty much Instagram linked with Facebook.
yeah,
The only thing I post is music content, dope cars, dogs, and motorcycles. That's it.
do you upload the audio version of your podcast?
like to platforms.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Yeah.
You going to?
I'm gonna ask you about that after this, so I can figure out how to do that.
I'm gonna tell you don't do it.
Don't do it. I feel like I want to do certain ones, not all of them, but like if I know like this is a good one,
I
like
take that back. So here's what we started doing. Let's just talk about it. Fuck it. Let's give gems.
let me make sure these don't iPhone don't shut off.
No, unless your battery is.
Is it off?
It is. Probably recorded though, until it shut off.
Did it die?
No, it didn't die.
Turn on your airplane mode too.
Airplane mode.
Yep.
Yeah, that way you can't get no calls and shit to interrupt the video.
Yeah, it did shut off. That's why we got two angles.
So what we started doing is we started uploading. So we're pretty like spot on. Every Monday we release a podcast.
Yeah.
So that means we're getting in 4 a month. What we do is at the end of every month, I upload all the audio versions. But they don't, and I mean, and I'm not even like, I think the last time I uploaded was like the middle of December. I was like, oh shit, I haven't uploaded a podcast, an audio version for a while. And then I just went and uploaded the last 4 episodes that we had. I think that's the best move to do it. Because I think something's coming soon for podcasters.
Okay.
It's got to, man.
Like
it's one of the biggest
podcast
things.
only.
An
I mean, Apple
opportunity to be
Podcasts
able to get
is like-
paid or to be able to
like-
to structure something off of it.
So tell me this. This episode's going to be an hour, I don't even know how long, 2 hours long, right? So if somebody goes on Spotify and listens to this bitch for 2 straight hours, what's
That's a
the
lot of
equivalent to listening to Drake for 2 straight hours?
Yeah.
Why are you not getting those streaming numbers?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking thing.
It is the same.
They're listening to audio on your platform. Why wouldn't you get paid for 2 hours of streaming? It makes no sense. And I think Joe Budden he's a pioneer in this because he's going to be part of what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I think something's going to happen. And that was part of the reason that we went to like strictly YouTube. And like, bro, uploading to the streaming sites are not a priority at all for us, like at all, because it just makes no fucking sense. The only other thing you could do is you could do a Patreon, which I don't think Minnesota is ready for a Patreon podcast. We don't know how to take care of the shit that we do have. And now we're going to ask people to pay you $1 per episode. Shit. Not going to happen.
No.
It's not going to happen. You might get 10 people, maybe. And that's a big maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just don't. My concern about being on all the streaming sites, the podcast streaming sites, is I want to have shit ready to go in case something does happen.
Yeah.
Because my concern is that they won't backlog it. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be like, okay, well, this episode did 200,000 streams in August of 2017. You're not getting paid for it though. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, it didn't exist then. I would rather have that episode in the tuck
Yeah.
and upload it when someone says, hey, here's a way to monetize your shit. And I mean, we tried to find a way to monetize our shit.
Yeah.
And I think we almost had it. I'm not going to give that gem away because I still think it's possible. But Yeah, I just think podcasting is too important now. There's too much shit. There's too
many people doing it.
Too many people doing it.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come up with the brilliant idea of how to fucking make money off of it.
Yep. And YouTube monetization is cool.
Yeah. I mean, someone makes like an app for it to where like people are paying to advertise themselves on that app.
Yep.
That's really all it would take. And then you're paying the people that are uploading to it, just like other ones.
If you look at it, like iHeartRadio and Pandora were like the first internet radios for music. You know what I'm saying? If somebody could do that, Slacker too. If somebody could do that for podcast, be able to drive advertisement unless you pay for a premium program like how Pandora is and every other freaking program is. But if it's strictly for podcasts and everybody jump ship from all the other bullshit that's not paying us to that, because it doesn't cost us anything if you actually have the content, but you have the opportunity to make money, it'll take off. But it's getting everybody to do it.
I think that is coming. It's coming soon.
So maybe Budden, maybe Rogan, maybe Drink Champs, who knows? Maybe any of these people.
Yeah.
If they can make
Barack
that,
and Michelle.
that'd be dope.
People don't know they're big in the podcasting world. Like they just signed a huge deal with Spotify.
Really?
They have a podcasting network. Yeah.
Who's your dream guests?
Dre. I got so many fucking questions for that guy. That'd be mine.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I have a dream guest. Dre would be there.
Mm-hmm.
I want 2 hours, Dr. Dre questions.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoop would be a
Snoop
fucking
would be at the top of
dream
that
guest.
list. And I mean, I gotta be honest. Drake, man. I want to interview Drake.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you just got that, like, that'd be crazy.
I really want to interview Drake. Yeah, that would be a very fun interview.
I'm trying to get Gary V on the mic.
It's possible.
Gary Vee would be
He's
cool.
saying he's going to be here this weekend
I know some
for the Call of Duty, because he's a
I
co-owner
know
of
some
the
people
Call
that
of
have a connection to him.
Yeah, I've met some people that do too.
Station.
Hybrid Nation, the clothing brand.
For sure.
They I think Gary V collabed with them on those jerseys they did.
100%,
Yeah, and he co-owns the Minnesota Call of Duty team. I
Oh,
don't know
he
if
does?
you knew that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a co-owner of it, like a big investor
Okay.
of the Minnesota Call of Duty team.
You're a stationary astronaut?
Huh?
Stationary astronaut?
Nick, he's from Rochester. You know, if you saw him.
He
probably.
interviewed Gary.
Oh, really?
He brought him in just a couple years ago. He brought him in for like a convention,
Oh,
and
cool.
he interviewed him.
That's nice.
Cost him.
He's dedicated to do it, man.
Yeah.
It was dope.
It just cost him fucking 50 racks.
Jesus.
Yeah, he disclosed it on the podcast. He was
talked
very
about it on
open
our
about it.
podcast.
Wow.
Good guy.
50K.
Good guy. He's a good guy. He's very smart. If anybody out there that's listening that doesn't know, definitely go check out Stationary Astronaut. They're doing big things too.
Yeah, now that I think I've heard of it. I didn't know what you meant by you just said stationary astronaut. And I was like, is that you kind of I'm like,
He's a stationary astronaut.
No, I think Gary Vee's goals. He says he wants to own the jet one day. So he's like, this is my first time ever owning team.
Yep.
So he said he's gonna treat it like it's his jets or
Yeah,
something.
taste
So,
for it.
so yeah, he's gonna. I'm gonna meet him this week again. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna meet him. He's gonna be at the event.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna meet him. We got a media pass for it, so I assume I could probably do some barrier, make it easier. But he's
I think he's an accessible guy.
I guarantee he's just gonna be walking around taking pictures of everybody.
Yep.
But one thing I've learned from him is you don't ask for too much the first time you meet somebody.
For sure.
So I'm just gonna meet him, introduce myself, and I know this is a part of me that's just like, can we do an interview? Like, can we do that? I'm just not. You just can't bring it up right away, especially if it's a 3-day event.
You got business? You got business cards?
Yeah.
Say I'm a business card.
Yeah.
Say if you ever want to do an interview,
I mean, I'm a
let me know. I'll see if I can
Minnesota
fit you
news
in my
outlet.
schedule.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll let you know.
Because he.
That's what
But my plan is if I see him on Friday and then I see him on Sunday.
Yeah.
That might have been like enough time for him to like reassure. Like I wouldn't ask him on Friday, but then I would maybe ask him on Sunday, and he'd be like, "Oh, I've seen you again."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
you did with
with
Adam, right?
Exactly what
Yeah.
I did with
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah. Shit. Why not?
That was.
I mean, dream interviews though. We've done a couple.
yeah.
we've done- I mean,
I got my Adam 22 was a dream
Redman is
interview
a
for me.
fucking- Redman
That
was a
happened
dream
super early for me.
Like Redman was. That was some shit because I didn't think it was gonna happen, and I am not like you, where I'm gonna go get that shit by any means. I'm like, I'm gonna leave his ass alone. But luckily, him and Dylan from Endless Vision, they were like, we're gonna go get his ass. So they went and got him. I went and took a piss, and I walked out of the bathroom, and Redman was sitting there. I was just like, oh, shit. He's really Redman. Like, yo. So that was a dream interview.
That
for
shit
me.
was funny as fuck, dude.
Shit, Busy Bone. Busy Bone was a dream interview, and that shit went. I honestly was nervous to interview Busy Bone just because I've seen Busy Bone. Like you don't know what you're gonna get always with Busy Bone, and shit, man, he was super receptive. Talked about whatever. Didn't seem to have any issues with anything we were asking. Shit, the fucking people that watched the interview on YouTube had more issues with the shit we were asking than he did.
That was one of those impromptu set up a fucking random studio at Red Lake.
I don't get how somebody can ask. Why are you gonna ask him about Tupac? Everybody asks him about Tupac. Like, bitch, why would I not ask him about Tupac? Like, Tupac is my all-time favorite artist.
Yeah.
This is Busy Bone, one of my all-time favorite artists. They knew each other. Pac is dead.
They had a fucking killer song.
You know how much I would kick myself in the fucking forehead for not asking him about Tupac if I have the chance, opportunity to interview him? Like, I'd ask him again.
Yeah.
Put him in front of me. I'm asking him tell me more about Tupac. Mm-hmm. Of course. Silly. That interview.
Yeah, and Easy too. Even asking about Easy, because Easy's been. I never really got to experience Easy because he died. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I only can go back and see what it was. But to ask somebody that was brought up because of him, like, that's why I'm gonna fucking ask the shit out of that question.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to find out more. I would love to have an hour podcast just about their success at such a young age, being brought up by Eazy-E, which had one of the biggest fucking movements in hip hop history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what started the East Coast West Coast battle, because the West Coast was getting all the media limelight because of NWA. I mean, it was crazy. They united fucking gangs. I mean, they had the biggest exposure, period. I'm going to ask that question.
Yeah.
That would be
10
fucking dope.
10 times out of 10.
But, you know,
Fuck the YouTube comment section.
For
yeah,
me,
it did, and yes, it did look like a goddamn interrogation. It looked like a police interrogation.
It was definitely awkward. I came way more prepared last time we went up to Red Lake, just a few months back when we got the Ritz interview. We took, again, we were at the Humanities Center in Red Lake, which is a developing gym / school, right? And before it was in pretty rough shape, but they've been really trying to get things going. But, you know, we're in a room, like, if you look at the podcast, it looked clean. It was good. You know, we had good camera footage, whatever. But outside of that little square backdrop with the Red Lake banner in the back, there was missing tiles, cords hanging down, broken tiles missing off of the floor, no room, dirty carpet just outside of there, doors hanging out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was a tough environment to be able to try to make good. And we were more focused on how are we getting this opportunity, because we didn't have it like in our rider. We didn't have these opportunities. We had to chase these opportunities. You know, Uncle Jay got us as far as he could.
Shout out to Uncle Jay, man. Like, that, without, again, another guy that we would not be where we are without that guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten us all our big interviews. All of them.
Every single one of them. But yeah, Uncle Jay he's basically give us the opportunity, and then we've had to sometimes take that extra step. Like Redman, like, he asked him to do the interview, he okayed it prior. That's just probably a quick question in and out of Redman's ear. He's not going to get up and go to an interview. You know what I'm saying? It's like Montana 300. That motherfucker was out after his set.
Snuck out on us, man.
That dude was out. Like, he quit. He was not. He okayed the interview. He was out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Twin City Tone for leaving that night.
Yeah, luckily
Ritz
we
was
still
supposed
got
to do the interview with Tone,
and we were supposed to have
Tone
the
left, and he was like,
Oh, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you should take it.
"Yep."
But it was kind of cool because Ritz's manager's like, he walked past like our room. He's like, oh, they're fucking working.
That's exactly what he said.
Exactly
These
what
guys
he
came
said.
to work. And then Ritz actually asked us, or his manager said, "Yo, do y'all want to interview Ritz?" And we were like, "Fuck yeah!" And we were prepared too. Like, we weren't expecting to interview Ritz. We were expecting to interview Montana, but we were ready for that motherfucker. Like, we were ready.
I brought all the light boxes, soft boxes out. I had different camera angles. I had 2 cameras, 4K cameras that were ready to go. Like, we were set. Everything was ready. I had a table set up.
We did our research.
Everything was hooked up. All you had to do is push record. Everything was set.
Boom. That was a fun interview. It was a good interview.
Super
Ritz
good
is a good
interview.
guy. Ritz is a real good guy.
Yep, super cool dude.
So yeah, we've done some really dope interviews, man.
But dream interviews, I would say Dre. That is a fucking mystery guy. I mean,
He ain't telling you about detox, so I don't know why you want to interview him.
man, it's not even just detox. There's all kinds of shit, dude. There's all kinds of shit. You got to think that guy has put out what 3 albums?
Yeah, well,
Chronic,
yeah,
2001, and then Compton.
One was technically a soundtrack, I guess, but yeah, it was a Dre album.
It was an album. It
Yeah,
was
it was
good.
Dre.
I liked it. I still jam out to it. So somebody who's done 3 albums, but it has such an impact on the whole fucking industry. Like, where the fuck are you, dude?
Yeah.
Why aren't you here more? Why? I know you have a crazy fucking vault. Why isn't Eminem all over your beats? That's when he had the most success. Why da 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 da? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's 50 on your? Where is all this? I got questions for days. That would be a dream interview. Snoop Dogg would be also, just because those are 2 guys that have literally seen everything from
For sure.
the original pioneers of hip hop and what they learned from and who they completely like admired, to seeing them and spitting game to Wiz Khalifa's and new age people that are coming up or have just came up. You know what I mean?
Snoop
Like,
is arguably Snoop is by far the most famous rapper ever. I would argue.
Yeah, my mom knows Snoop Dogg.
I would argue maybe the most famous person ever. You could argue it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying for sure, but you could argue it.
You could definitely argue. Yeah.
I just don't know where would Snoop go. They'd be like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Snoop.
Yeah.
everybody.
Because his music's timeless.
And he just
And he could drop
timeless.
a song now with like when he makes a music song with like Wiz Khalifa, like on Wiz Khalifa's album, like it just fits. It's not
Did
like
you
he's
listen
like,
to his
oh,
last
this guy's
album?
well- The which was Moses? Wait, Snoop
Yo,
Dogg?
Snoop has been dropping quality albums for the last like 3 years.
Yeah.
And people don't I don't know.
His
I mean,
I
last
haven't listened
album
to enough.
is
Snoop
fire
Dogg
as
to
fuck.
that.
Super
Okay.
dope. He's got Wiz and Russ on his track. He's got Nate Dogg unreleased on the track. He's got some.
It's like wintertime.
Yeah, I definitely haven't listened to enough of Snoop Dogg, but
I would
like
go
him.
back and check out that last album. It
I
came
like
out right before.
What was the one with Super Crip? I love that album.
That one was super dope too.
Super Crip. Yeah.
I had the 2 or More song on there.
Snoop is one of my reasons for hip hop. For
Okay.
being into hip hop.
Doggy
I stole
Style.
Doggy Style when I was very young from my friend's older brother. Brought that shit home and I was like, yo, you can say these things in music? Like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. That's when I was like, okay, I need to go see what else people are doing. Tupac? Oh. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy? Whoa. Is that true? I gotta try this revenge thing and this pussy thing. This is wild. Yeah. No, that's Snoop is one of my reasons for my love for hip hop. For sure.
I got one last question.
Oh boy. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Top 5 dead or
I
alive.
knew it was coming.
He's gotta do it. You wanna go first or you want me to go first?
Are you including Pac?
Sure.
So we're leaving Pac in?
I mean,
We always
you
remove
guys,
Biggie. We always remove Biggie and Pac.
because they
This is
would.
your
Okay, so
podcast.
Biggie and Pac would both be in it for both of you.
No.
No, not Biggie. I had Pac
Okay.
number 1 with a bullet,
Yeah,
hands down.
I don't got
Biggest
Biggie on my shit.
impact.
Okay, no Pac.
Come on.
I don't know. Top 6 dead or alive.
That's fine. No, we can do that. Pac, I just need everybody to know that Pac is number 1 with a bullet, and it's not close.
Okay.
Nobody's close.
He's the champ. You know how like in UFC they have the champ and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like
Yep.
he's like he's the
Yes,
champ.
He's above it. He's standing above it. He's not even part of. He's not part of you peons. You want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Don't matter. I can go. It's going to be tough because I got different categories that I put everything in.
Are we doing personal list? Our personal, or is this like top 5 legend list?
Your top 5 artists.
Our top 5. Okay. Go ahead.
It doesn't explain what it is. I got no particular order. The Game. I got T.I. I gotta throw Eminem in there. Just because I went back to all of his old projects and just fucking diagnosed everything on this album because I didn't like it at first. And now I'm starting to enjoy it. I got... God, fucking personal. This is so hard. I gotta throw Wayne in there now. The fucking impact that he made. And I just watched it. I just saw a documentary that I was reading. It just reminded me how much fucking Wayne impacted this whole fucking world.
Mhm.
Fuck, 5 is the hardest.
Is that 5 or 4?
That was 4. 5's gonna be the hardest because It's too much to try to fit into fucking one. God, I love. Fuck. I want to throw UGK in there, man. Can't do it. Kendrick's not in there. Royce is up there. Fuck. I don't know what to do. You limited me to 5. This is gonna be so fucking hard.
I think I got mine.
I can't put Royce in there right now. By far one of the greatest GOATs of all time. I gotta put Snoop. I had to put Snoop in there.
Yeah. Especially how much you just talked about him.
Well, and the way that I'm trying to look at this list is
because he's not a better rapper.
Influential,
Royce.
you know, like influential.
But yeah.
no, but think about the people that I just said. Think about how long they've been doing this, and how long they've stayed consistent, and how they've still put out good quality music, production, stay up to date. They're not just the old heads. They're not stuck to the old stubborn ways. T.I. is a perfect example of that. That dude started, trap music. He started something, but he still has stayed relevant to this day. Puts out albums consistently and stays relevant to this day.
And it's good.
And whether you want to talk shit about Eminem, plug in MMLP and just sit back and listen to it.
Shit, Eminem show too.
Eminem show. Just sit back at any of those and talk shit because the lyrics that he has, whether you want to... a lot of people say that he just blabbers on and on and on because of his metaphors and the way that he uses his personifications and shit.
Yeah.
But he does that clever like Lil Wayne does, but they do still tell a story. And it's the same thing that, I forgot Andre. I got to throw Andre back in there. Andre and Big Boy, Outkast together.
Who you taking
have
out
to be.
then? Snoop?
Fuck.
You taking Snoop out? Uncle Snoop Dogg?
All right, I got to stop. Just pass it on.
All right, I got my
This is
5. I got my
fucking
5.
You made your point.
All right.
But, Andre, that guy is alien. You know what I'm saying? But they do still tell a story. They're very good at their metaphors and their lyricism.
Yeah, alien list is different to me. Because if we're doing an alien list...
But they made a huge impact on me. Outkast from beginning to end.
For sure. Royce is in the alien list. Andre's in the alien list. Emma's in the alien list. Anyways, fuck the alien list. I'm going to give you my top 5.
Okay.
Oh, are we doing... Is this just rappers or artists? Period?
Artists, I guess.
Shit.
Just do rappers.
Just do rappers. It'd be easier.
That'd fuck
Okay.
me all up now.
Mostly up music.
All right,
is
so
I
too
got
go-
Rick James and that shit, dude.
I'm going to go Wayne. Hove.
Yeah, I got
I said
this.
I had my 5.
I think I got this.
I got my 5.
Wayne, Hove,
Lil Kim.
Game.
Oh.
Cole. And I think I go Snoop.
Okay.
Wayne, Hove, Game, Cole, Snoop. Nah. I'm taking Snoop out and I'm putting Ye in.
Kanye.
Yeah, I'm putting Kanye in.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that. That's
So that's the only
over.
person
Snoop
you guys
is
would have
over
had. That's
Ye.
probably the only person that we had the same in our list, I think. But that's just that generational difference too. I was thinking about it too. Did I answer mine when you asked me?
You did. I don't remember what you said though.
I don't remember either.
If we're doing artists, the only thing that I change probably is I might take Ye out and put Chris Brown in.
Okay,
But
because
that's-
he's like R&B
But that's probably
or
about
whatever
it.
he goes on it.
He raps.
Yeah, he does
I mean,
do
he
both.
does.
He
And
does
he can- and
both,
actually,
but like
he
he's
can
more
rap, too.
known
He
for
can rap.
for the
That dude
softer
can
shit.
fucking rap. That dude can snap like a son of a bitch. That dude can rap. He can sing. He can dance. He
I'm
can
trying to
make
think right
music.
now if I missed anybody.
Let me see. Let me name my 5 and see what you guys think. Let me think if I can even think of them. I got so Kanye, Kid Cudi, definitely be in there for me if you consider him rap.
I mean, he's hip hop. He's a hip hop artist.
Yeah, I already forgot the other ones. So old Logic, if we can say old Logic,
Okay.
and not the last 2 albums, Odd Logic, because I don't even remember a single song off those 2 albums. That's how much I don't like. I didn't really like them that much. Wiz Khalifa, I would put in there for me, because I've listened to probably every single song he's ever put out. And then I don't want to say Drake, just because
Drake's in
it's
my
Drake.
top 10.
Yeah, I don't want to say Drake, but
But you do.
I'm trying to think. Like it's hard for me to even think about because how much music you listen to to even just like think of 5 artists.
It's tough to put 5 in there. I got so many personal people that made huge impacts.
I'm just trying to think of who I listened to like through high school, and still now. But I feel like the 4 or 5 I named is like the only ones I still listen to, like that I listened to when I was in high school.
Because I got I have a slew of honorable mentions that are.
Oh yeah.
I feel like are so close.
I mean, I would put I don't know if this is disrespectful or not, but I would want to put Trippie Redd in there.
I mean, disrespectful to who?
To I don't know, older people,
mean,
people that have been around. But Trippie Redd would definitely, if I were to just say 5 artists, like he's
I
like
Trippie
right
Redd.
now, he like out of like the new age, Trippie Redd is like my go-to. Like he's like my favorite.
He's
artist.
a very boring human being, though.
You think so?
He just did Rap Radar. He was on the latest episode of Rap Radar.
I don't think I've seen it.
Garbage. So bad. He's just not a interesting guy.
Yeah.
I love it. I think he makes
His
great
music great. Music's great. Though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about my top 5. I don't think I can be judged.
Cool.
Can't fuck with me.
All right. Wrap it up. This is the longest podcast I've ever done. The cameras weren't ready for it. The microphones were, but these
I
are
tried
yours.
to tell you. When
I
you
know.
walked in, I was
Okay,
like,
well,
"Ready?"
I've never gone long enough to wear that
Right,
shut
right,
off,
right.
so I didn't know it shut up.
It's probably 30-minute increments. Usually
Yeah, I think that it was around that time. Hopefully
DSLRs
this
and
went. I have a
cameras,
feeling something messed up there, but regardless, we got it going.
And we got the audio.
Yeah, and the
So it's
audio.
okay.
And yeah, I've had it where I did the Enzi's interview. I felt so bad. Like I did Enzi's interview, and I had the camera in the side angle, and somehow, and like I was editing her video, and my hard drive came unplugged because it was super touchy. Lost the whole front view. Only had the side angle for the whole video.
We've had shit like that happen.
You're lucky because we lost a whole interview with Carnage the Executioner, which is a Minnesota legend.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you're familiar with him, we lost a whole fucking interview. After we're all done, our mic cords,
It was his fault too.
he stepped on a mic cord
He ripped.
and
I
it
hate
disconnected the
technology
mic
sometimes.
cord,
It's so annoying.
aired the whole fucking thing. I had the whole sound wave. I had everything. I didn't delete nothing. I didn't touch it. I called Ableton. I called every fucking engineer I
Trying
know.
to figure it out.
Nobody could help me. They're like, you're fucked. Fuck.
For probably a full year, we had a phrase on our podcast that said, "Don't pledge empire me,"
Oh my god.
because we had all the pledge empire on once, and something happened with the audio.
It's not
over
even
here.
once. Every time
Yeah.
something happened with Pledge, it fucked up.
Yeah. So
Every time Pledge came into the studio, something fucked up. And the last one was when we started using Endless Vision as video
Mm-hmm.
to do freestyles, which was the best quality because we had a fucking webcam
Yeah.
that said 1080 on that bitch that we were
Yeah.
using for freestyles back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're raunchy, they're horrible. But he lost the fucking footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm
That's
like,
happened to us with cameramen before.
it's gonna happen a lot more.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So I got a GoPro right now, but I couldn't figure out how to charge it. And I don't think maybe it was just the cord wasn't working, so I plugged it in the wall, and then the battery didn't change. So I was just like, damn.
huh.
It's like
Might-
I would have
I know
tried.
where there's a couple GoPros for sale.
Yeah. I got a couple.
All right, I might have to talk because the one I have, it's really really old too. But
Okay.
this
This was fun, man. I had a good time.
was
doing
really
this.
fun. This was my favorite one, probably one of my favorites.
Good, I'm
I
glad we
got to
could
think
be-
about them.
I'm glad we could be that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely tested my limits of sitting here for an hour and a half. I mean, I did yours for a long time too.
Yeah, you killed it. We killed it.
Yeah.
This was a fun podcast,
So
and we'll do it more.
yeah, we'll
I think we
definitely
should do it way more often.
we could definitely do it more often and just have like a thing we talk about.
I think we should. I think we should try and find a way to do
We
this.
should do
like-
recaps.
yeah, we should do this
Every
like once
quarter.
every. Exactly what I was just gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Once every 3 months, we should just get together and do this, whether it's here or
That'd be cool.
At our
Yeah, we could
spot
switch
or-
it up every time.
maybe we could find a fucking venue that will fucking host it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know.
just do like an opening to a show or something, and then have the show after.
Yep,
That'd be dope.
I agree.
Awesome. Well, this was the Waterwave Couch with the Wiseman Show. Make sure you go follow them on Instagram. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. They have great content. If you didn't know by now, watching this whole video, they do podcasts themselves. These are their mics. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, like, share, everything but dislike.
Yeah,
I'm out.
You can follow us everywhere at the Wiseman Show, except for Twitter. We're at _Wiseman Show because
You got us kicked off, you jackass.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, you
It
did.
was
On
J
what,
Rock.
Twitter?
3 fucking warnings. too.
J Rock's management got us
You
fucking
got
banned
warnings.
from Twitter, so we had
This
to upload
motherfucker
another
asked for
one.
4 strikes in baseball.
Thanks for watching.
We out.
I like the way that I just put a spy. When I'm with you, yeah, you up on my mind. Can't feel a thing cause you out of my sight. Baby, it's crazy, the time be changing. When I'm with you, yeah, my heart feel amazing. Call up my mama and said that I made it. I'm with my niggas, we riding, we faded. You with me in this whip tonight. I'm with you and I'm feeling your vibe. Baby girl, is you down to ride? Baby girl, is you down to ride?